Hi, my name is Danny Alvarado. I'm a technical support analyst here at Issuetrak, and today I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade your existing Issuetrak instance using the Issuetrak Deployment Manager, or the IDM. Alright, so first things first, I'm here on my existing Issuetrak site, and if you go to the gear icon and select About, you can see that I'm running version 15.0, which was released on May 2nd of 2022. If you're running an older instance, most of the time you can either see it here at the bottom of the page, or you can click on your ID, and it should be written right here at the bottom of this little drop-down menu. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to need to do is download the latest version of Issuetrak. This is going to go ahead and download, essentially this is article number 102, which is our landing page for the installs and upgrades. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, here you can find the release notes, our system requirements, you can get the latest distribution for Issuetrak, and instructions on your upgrade and download, or on your upgrade and installation of Issuetrak. So as you can see, that downloaded, so we're going to go ahead and show in folder. And here we have our version of 15.5.0. First things first, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is select Properties and Unblock. All right, this is really important. We've seen in the past where if this wasn't done, it can cause issues in the future. So we always want to make sure we unblock and hit Apply, and we'll hit OK. Let's finalize it, and the next thing we'll do is extract all, and we will extract. And while that's running, what I want to go ahead and do here is I want to talk to you for a second about the downtime needed. So generally for the installation and for the upgrade, we personally try to keep it within about an hour, but depending on the resources of your server or how fast your connection is, it could take a little bit longer. So generally we try to keep it within about an hour, but it could take longer depending on your resources. Older versions like 10.3, 12 and older, generally we recommend that you reach out to us here at support. And again, if you have any questions or you run into any issues or don't feel very comfortable, we are more than happy to help, and you can reach out to us by calling our support line or emailing us at support@issuetrak.com. Cool. So while that downloaded, what we can do here next is we're going to go ahead and select the Issuetrak Deployment Manager and run it as administrator. All right, and we will read and accept these terms of service. If you haven't, I highly recommend that you do. It gives you a better understanding of what's going on here during our deployments, as well as just terms of service here for Issuetrak. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do is I want to upgrade an existing Issuetrak site. And essentially this is the very basic way. There are a couple different ways to do this. As you can see, if you're coming from a 15.2 site and older, you're going to need a new site ID. As of 15.2, we are requiring that site IDs be input. So I'm going to go ahead and input my site ID. Okay, and we'll submit. And here you have the option to either choose specific SQL users who have system administrative credentials, or you can use your current Windows user. My current Windows user has system administrative rights to the SQL server, so I'm going to go ahead and select current Windows user and select authenticate. And as you can see, if you have multiple sites, they will both show up. There is one here for 15.0. I'm going to go ahead and select this one since it is the version that we will be upgrading to 15.5. I personally like to go ahead and turn on the show IDU output. Essentially, this shows us what will be happening while it's happening. And deployment options. As of version 14.9, we do have 2 versions of our API to be installed. So please go ahead and look through our system requirements if you need those, or if you would like to be downloading those or using those. If you're interested, please read up on that and make sure that your server meets those requirements. So for the purpose of this video, I will be removing both since I'm not going to be using the API on this instance. So we'll go ahead and remove those, and we can hit upgrade. And generally when you hit upgrade, it's going to let you know because the API But generally, when you hit upgrade, it's kind of set and forget. There isn't really much else for you to do here. So let's go ahead and let it go through the process of upgrading, and we'll watch it as it continues. So generally, again, before we go ahead and finish that upgrade, you do want to make sure before doing this, the Issuetrak Deployment Manager does take a backup of the SQL and web server servers, but I would suggest beforehand making sure that you do go ahead and back up your database and back up your web files, just because we like to be a little bit cautious and be 100% sure. I have a backup plan for your backup plan. So yeah, we would recommend going ahead and backing up your database beforehand, as well as backing up your web files beforehand. All right, so while this is going on, I will pick this back up when it finishes upgrading. And voila! So here's your Issuetrak site fully successfully upgraded, now showing version 15.5. Here's what we're going to go ahead and do. What we will do is we will refresh our instance here, and it might ask us to log in. Usually it takes a few seconds when it's the first accessing of the site after the upgrade, because it's essentially building up all the web pages again, but we'll give it a second. All right, and as you can see, our new About page here in version 15.5 looks a little bit different, but yes, we do see here we're running version 15.5, which was released recently, just as of a couple of days ago, September 13th of 2022. And we see our new site ID is also applied to the Issuetrak instance. So you should be good to go. A couple things to focus on before we move forward are making sure that when you upgrade your site, if you're logging into it for the first time, go ahead and make sure that you can log in and pull up your home page. If you can see your dashboard and all the reports that are here, your issue hub, make sure that you can access issues in your site, and make sure that you can open them, and that should be it. All right, you are now ready to go. You have your new Issuetrak site in hand, and you are ready to take over the world one issue at a time. So again, if you ran into any issues with this, we are more than happy to help you out. You can give me a call. You can give my teammates a call here at support at 757-213-1351, or email us at support@issuetrak.com. The information will be down in the description below. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time, and happy tracking.